All right, hello everyone, it's Silver Kyle, and today we're going to be going over some recent video game pickups, and only one of these is an actual pre-order. The other ones I just stumbled upon. It was a sale, I got tempted, and here we are. I spend way too much time on like forums and Reddits that have video game sales in Canada, and then I end up going on that site, and then usually Amazon, for example, and I keep seeing things that they suggest that I look at, and I'm like, oh, well, that's cheap. I should buy it now before it goes up in price. And here we are. So anyway, let's go with the first one that I did have a pre-order for, and that is the Final Fantasy 1-6 collection. I did a unboxing of this as well on PlayStation 4 here. And this is the Pixel Remaster, whatever you want to call it. So happy that we do have a physical copy of this. I know that there was a Play Asia one, and I was very tempted. So I was kind of surprised when this came up. I was like, isn't there already a physical copy of this available? But it's the Play Asia version, so it'd be... obviously not the North American rating here, but it is playable on your PlayStation as well because they're region free, which is great. But anyway, very happy that I have the North American copy of this, and I've already played and beat Final Fantasy 1. I honestly enjoyed it a lot more than I expected I would. I've played the PSP version of it, but I never beat it. And this is just a godsend because of all the additional things that we have in this. It's just so good to make it a lot more accessible. The quality of life features, excellent in this. And it's a really good game. I cannot wait to play Final Fantasy 4 and 6, which everybody... And Final Fantasy 5, I've heard a lot of good things about 5 as well. 4, 5, and 6, I've heard great things about. So if I liked Final Fantasy 1 so much, I can't wait to see what else this collection is going to provide. And I might go for the Platinum. I just need to get see all the monsters, basically. I think I'm missing maybe about 30 of them out of 128, I believe. So maybe I'll do that. We'll see. It depends on what my mood is like and if I want to go back. But I'm playing a lot of games right now, and I kind of want to keep going and playing other stuff. But Platinum would be kind of nice. So we'll see. Next up, we've got... Okay, this one I think I'm going to open up like right after this because I can hear the disc. Yeah, so it's loose. This is Mass Effect Legendary Edition. I think this was like $15 brand new on the Xbox One. And I've played the first one, never beat it, and I really want to go back to this. But I think this is the way to go. Get the entire 3 games here, all in one, remastered. Great stuff. I think that the DLC, 40 DLC through Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3. Which is crazy. So yeah, this is definitely the way to go about it. This is something that I've definitely wanted to get back into. Same thing with Dragon Age. I played Dragon Age Origins and once again just never beat. But I'm getting a lot better lately at sticking to something and trying to finish it. And I'll do some videos about that too because it's all about motivation and keeping the momentum going. And I'm on a good kick right now. So really happy to have this. This next game was $10 brand new, and I haven't heard the greatest things about this, but for $10, I mean, I can just play the single player game. That's it. However long that the single player is, even if it's short, that's fine. I'm okay with that. It just seemed like something for $10 I'll pick it up because this is also for the Xbox Series X, which I don't have a lot of games for. Now, I know that technically it says that it can play on the Xbox Series X, but it's an Xbox One game. This is Xbox Series X because it just has the Xbox at the top. And, oh wow, you can play this on Xbox One as well though, because it has the Xbox One logo. Interesting, did not expect that. But anyway, for $10, I'll give this a shot. I really did like Siege, but Siege is a different beast, more so for the multiplayer. We'll take a look. All right, this next one, I think I also got for $10. Didn't even know that it existed. And I basically saw it and I was like, that's clearly an RPG. And that is EERA Knights on PlayStation 5. This, from what I can tell, kind of looks like a Persona game. And that really makes me want to go and play the other Persona games. Like I want to play Persona 4. I'm hoping either by the end of the year or January of 2025 is when I'll be starting Persona. Play that, kind of get an idea of how those games are. Then I'd like to play this one and also Metaphor, but I feel it would be wrong to jump into something that is kind of trying to be similar to Persona without playing the actual one, at least one of the Persona games, but I kind of want to play 3, 4, and 5. I want to play 4 first, then 5, then I want the PS5 version of Persona 3 because of the quality of life updates. So I'm kind of starting with the bare bones golden and then working my way through the series as the quality of life hopefully gets better each time that I play one. We'll see if that actually works out. All right, we've got 2 more games here. Another one for the Xbox Series X. This is just Xbox Series X. Is there a sticker? No, okay, so usually they have a sticker for an Xbox Series X game like they do here. And that's how you know that it's only for the Xbox Series X, but I have hardly any games for this. And this was once again $10. Never heard of it before, but it was on sale, and that is called Riftbreaker. And I think it's an RTS. That's my best guess. A bunch of mechs and an RTS type game. I think, maybe it's just a third person view, like top down. Maybe that's what, no, this looks like. Construct walls and barriers to defend your base from attacks. Okay, so it's a tower defense. Gather samples and strange artifacts to research and craft new technologies. Use powerful weapons and abilities to take on the largest of beasts. I don't know what this is. This one's loose as well. Why does that keep happening? And last but not least, out of everything, probably the one I'm looking forward to the most. And yes, I could get the PlayStation 4 version. I think I have the Switch version, to be honest. But I wanted it on the actual system because that's where it came from, and I think that it'll still play really fine. Obviously, the PS4 version would be better, but that is Tales of Vesperia. I think this one might have been $20 or $25. Tales of Vesperia. I'm a massive Tales fan, but I want to go back and play some of the older games before I continue on with Arise is great. I absolutely love Arise, but I want to play Symphonia. I want to play Tales of Hearts R on the Vita. I want to play Tales of the Abyss on 3DS, and then eventually get to Tales of Vesperia. And I want it for the 360 because that's where it came out on, which is really weird because back in the day, the 360, you wouldn't think Microsoft as being the RPG machine, but at the very beginning of that generation, Xbox 360 was getting exclusives on a ton of RPGs, trying to get that Japan as a market. It sadly didn't work because it's too bad, because I feel if we could have had that, we would have had so many big exclusives on Xbox One, Xbox Series X. We wouldn't be so bare bones in terms of exclusives on them, or at least timed exclusives. On the other hand, I kind of do prefer having RPGs on a PlayStation or a Nintendo console, just because that it feels more right. It just feels like the Xbox isn't meant to have RPGs, but they really tried at the very beginning. Eternal Sonata was another one. Infinite Discovery, I think, was another one. Lost Odyssey, like they had a lot at the very beginning. And I just want the achievements. And I think that because that I love the Tales games so much, if I really like this one, I'll get it on PlayStation 4 and get the trophies on that one as well. I'm okay with playing a game a second time in the upgraded version a few years down the road or something. So that's everything I picked up in the last, I'd say, few weeks, I would say, all in October. So there you go. That's everything I picked up. And yeah, let me know in the comments below if you've played any of these. Thank you all for watching. You have been bearded in. Beardage.